We're going to just start right into it. Doc, what's been going on?
You know, for the first time since I've been there, you know, we're going to be eligible to play in postseason play, so guys are excited about that. Now it's just a matter of being, you know, good enough to get there. But practice has been going good. We've got 10 scholarship guys this year that's eligible to play, so practices have been better. But, you know, are we where we need to be to compete in the league? Maybe not right now, but we are getting better.
A lot has changed in this league since you were last year.
Sure.
What do you see different, and where do you see 1 year, this season, competition, this actually compete?
Well, I think this year, probably, you know, there's 2 or 3 teams that's probably a little better than everybody, but for the first time, I think probably the bottom half of the league is better, and so it's going to make for a better season. It's going to make for you know, some good games. When you go on the road, it's going to be tougher to win. So I think you know, I think the league this year is going to be a good league that fans are going to enjoy some good basketball in.
It's been a while since the league has been balanced, as they say. It goes back to days when there was Old Metro,
sure,
and when South Wisconsin broke up, and U of H and Memphis and all of them were all in the league together. Cincinnati. It's interesting how that landscape probably set the tone for the rest for the league. While it's still surviving as it is, and the landscape has stayed pretty much. The core schools have stayed here.
Yeah, and you know, who knows what's going to happen, you know, down the road. But I think right now the league, the 14 teams that are in the league, are pretty bought in. And so I think when you get that, and there's not a lot of people changing, that means the league's just going to continue to get better. You don't have people coming and going, and gives everybody an opportunity to the new teams to get acclimated, and then it gets, you know, the teams that have been in the league an opportunity to also compete for championships. So I think it's more balanced now from 1 to 14 than it probably was when I was in it, you know, 10 or 11 years ago.
You had some recruits and all to commit. Not talking about that group in particular, but were the doors actually opened before you went? Because
sure,
you know, they're dealing with a different situation.
Sure,
right?
we were, and but like you said, you know, a couple of guys that we did bring in, we were able to sell the fact that you can come in and help us, and so I think we did get a couple of guys that can come in. So I think our talent's a little better than it's been. We just still don't have the numbers that we need, you know, with only 10 guys, but we're going to get there.
Could you tell me a little bit, I cover Middle Tennessee, a little bit about them. What sticks out to you about them? When you look at them, obviously the NCAA tournament run, obviously they're running the conference tournament. But what sticks out to you?
Well, I think any time, probably more than anything, I think they first got good players. I mean, obviously that's key number one, but when you play Kermit and them, you know you're going to get a tough ball game. Defensively, they're going to be really, really good. They're going to make you run your stuff, and they're not going to give you easy baskets. So, you know, that more than anything else. I mean, offensively, last year in the second half, they just, you know, just really, really caught on fire against us. But that's really not what I concern myself with, because they're so difficult to run your stuff against, and that's a credit to Kermit, his staff, and his players.
Is there a player that sticks out?
Not really. You know, obviously, I think, you know, they'll probably pick 1 or 2 in this league, and rightfully so. So that means they've got more than 1 or 2 good players. So, you know, they've got depth, and they play hard. So their team is a good basketball team. I don't know that individually, you know, if you sit there and say this guy or that guy is a key, because I think they got good depth.
Don, one last thing, I'm not, because I know you're not a talkative type guy. so we're gonna kind of like settle this and what's it feel like to be back?
It's good, because you're back in familiar territory, and you know, everywhere you go now, you've been before, and you know, you've got a lot of good friends that's still in this business that are still at the places that they were when you left. And again, my last year at UTEP, we came into Conference USA, and so we spent the 1 year in it, and all I have is great memories of it. And I think, again, I really believe that the conference in basketball is going to take steps in the right direction.
Anything else going on at Southern Miss that you hadn't talked about outside of
play LSU on Saturday?
All right,
Man,
and that's Doc. That's Dr. Now, wait till I close this out. Now, I gotta close this out. This is Jerry Willie Jr., the College Sports Report, talking to Southern Miss head basketball coach Doc Sadler.